Hello everybody, it's Mark Cooper here in San Basilio de Palenque. I'm here learning about beautiful people, a beautiful town that have held on to their roots from Africa. This is actually known as the first town created by created by people who were enslaved and ran away. And this is what this statue and a monument is signifying. So the first town created away from in America, first town created away from slavery, and they still held it together as a community. They've held on to their African roots, even though a little bit of culture may have been mixed in from other cultures. They're here in Colombia, but they've still done a great job of holding on to their cultures, their folkways, their mores, anything that they could have held on to continue that connection that they have with Africa. This is a strip of land. But as a young brother, Nuno, told me, he said, this is still, considered like Africa. So I really believe it's important for you to come here to San Basilio de Palenque. It's not far from Cartagena. I got an Uber. Uber was about $25 here, $25 back. You can take a tour as well. But if you get here, as long as you get here, there's going to be somebody to be able to give you a tour. Again, it's very important. I know a lot of us really want to live out that American dream. And everything has been shown on TV, you really want to achieve that, but I really believe you'll be happy once you get an understanding of your roots, where you come from, and really hold on to that. Really get an understanding. Once you get an understanding of it, then it can grow. But it's very important to get a start first. Again, buying clothes, buying houses, and living lavish is great, but getting an understanding of where you come from and your people is the best idea to move forward. So I want to thank the town of San Basilio de Palenque. The people were great. I really want to learn the language. It's difficult because it's a mixture. It's not much different from Catalan. Catalan, they mix a bunch of different stuff in. Palenque is mixed with a bunch of different stuff as well. So it'll be difficult, but at least I got a little bit of Spanish in, and I was able to understand the tour. Very encouraged to see a lot of African Americans here, as myself, as we call ourselves, black people. Traveling here to get an understanding as well. It's very important that you travel to these places, that you bring your money, that you bring your stories, you take their stories, and you get an understanding of life, and you grow as a person. So these people have kept something, they've held on to something very close. You bringing your money as opposed to spending that money with Louis Vuitton or Gucci, who really don't care to give you any type of culture. These people are willing to give you culture, or your people are willing to give you culture, and share something with you and build bridges. So it's very important to build bridges with your people, just to get an understanding. And we need to see more of us out here. I was very, impressed, but I was very happy to see a lot of African Americans out here, even throughout the pandemic, coming here to get an idea of what this town is like, get an idea of the town and the people. So being in this town, what I picked up is, a lot of us like to think that life is all about, what you can get individually. A lot of us, especially black Americans, we think individually, but we're not thinking in terms of our tribe, in terms of our culture, how we can grow as a people in our own community. And as our brothers and sisters have done here at Palenque, they've kept it tight. They've held on to what they've been able to keep in this land of Colombia, and they still have their African roots. So going forward, I really believe, I know we like to do a lot of the aesthetic things, the cosmetic things, as far as, things we wear, things we say, but are we really building our life, our mentality around having a culture, having a community for ourselves, so that young kids can see themselves? Because when you go to another community and you're asking another community to do things for you, asking for handouts, or just having them put together programs for you, the basis is not going to be what your community needs. Like a pH balance. They say Dove is pH balanced for a woman, but a man can still use it. So we need something that's balanced for our people, and that's holding on tight to our roots that we were cut off from. So it's necessary to connect with towns and communities like this, because they really haven't lost those roots. Throughout the years, all those hundreds and thousands of years, they haven't lost their roots, and that's something that we need to get back to.